Hello guys, welcome back to another video. We are today going to be talking about my favorite perks in DBD personally. So this isn't like a meta or anything, but you might see some correlation, some overlap. I am going to be trying something different, and we're going to be talking about this whilst I play the game instead of like me talking like over like background footage. You know, I'm just trying like different stuff, trying to find like a style of video I like and can get almost like comfortable with. We're not going to be doing this in any particular order, and of course my opinion could change like over time because you know perks change all the time. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. Right, so first I'm going to start off with a couple of perks which I don't use much anymore, I do acknowledge, but still hold like special places in my heart. And firstly, that's going to be Hope. So the reason I don't run Hope much anymore is because of its like nerf over time. So for those who don't know, it used to be 7% haste, but now it's only 5%, I'm pretty sure. But how Hope works is it activates at the end game, and it just gives you that haste speed boost for like the rest of the match until you escape basically or die. And the reason I've always liked Hope almost more than Adrenaline is because Adrenaline at times can just have awkward timing. Don't get me wrong, it can be really clutch at times, but Hope was always just, it's always by your side, it's always with you. And I would always have really like fun, like high adrenaline endgame chases with Hope because it was giving me that edge I needed to, you know, like get another loop out or something, reach another tile, and you know, just that then like connection of events, like connecting tiles together would get me like my escapes. And overall, it would just be a really clutch perk and be really fun, and it would just make for some really fun like end games. Now, next up, another haste perk, but this is an exhaustion perk for those who are familiar with, like Sprint Burst. But this is going to be about life. Now, life, I have at times always had like mixed opinions on. Well, mixed experiences is probably the better way of putting it, because basically, with life, I had so many times back when I was learning this game as well, where I would like get downed basically as I like proc life off. So I'd just get a speed boost whilst like crawling, and it would be so like useless, and it would like really get to me. But I acknowledged, you know, it was me in terms of like my my plays, you know, getting vaults which I wouldn't be able to land, all that stuff. But now, since I've, you know, played the game a lot more, I am better with life, but I just don't run it as much because I like to use other exhaustion perks. But the thing I always enjoy doing with life is like, let's say you're at a loop like this one here, and you drop the pallet, and then like the killer's trying to like go around and mind game you. The fact you can vault it, and instead of vaulting back, like what most killers expect you to do, you could just like send it and like, you know, run somewhere else. Like it would like be a mind game in of itself, and you know, it would just work at times and it'd be like really good. Again, it's like, it's reliable as well in the sense of you can choose when to trigger it, whereas we have like a lot of perks nowadays where they just go off. Like Overcome is just when you get hit, Sprint Burst is when you run, Dead Hard is kind of more up to the killer instead of like the survivor when they want to use it. So like, that's what I like life. It has a place in my heart, but I haven't played the game a lot now. I do run other things like, you know, Dead Hard or Sprint Burst instead. Right, next, this one probably should be almost no surprise, but that's going to be Resilience. So for those who don't know what Resilience does, it is very simple. It's a general perk where just when you're injured, you basically do everything in the game 9% faster. It is the Ode Reliable of Ode Reliable, and whenever I have an excuse to throw it in a build I'm doing, I just throw it in. Because it's honestly just a amazing perk. Like, there's never not going to be a time where you don't get value from this, and if you don't get value from this, you're already having that good of a game anyway that it doesn't really matter, you know? Because either the killer's just not bothering with you and you can just do gens, or the killer just doesn't hit you and you're having like the best chase ever. Like, you get my point? Like, either Resilience is like always useful, or you're having that good of a game that you didn't need it anyway, but like, that's nothing to complain about, you know? And the fact that you can get it from the get-go, now I know obviously with it being a general perk and some new players might see this and be like, I don't want to be injured though, but as you play and learn the game more, you're going to have more scenarios where being injured is just the better thing to do, either just because healing might take too long, because some perks, or you're against a killer like Lesion or Plague, let's say, where you're just going to be injured anyway. So, and there you go, you're getting value. Like, that 9%, you know, adds up. It can stack with other things as well. You know, maybe you're just, I don't know, using a toolbox, let's say, that's 9% on top of the toolbox speed. Like, it's really nice. It works. Right, next up, we have ooh, rip that person. Next up, we have a newer perk, one which I've grown to have more and more fun with, and have fun just even watching people use it. And that is Conviction. Conviction came up with the Walking Dead chapter. More specifically, it's a Michonne perk. And this is kind of similar to Unbreakable. And Unbreakable, I did used to run like all the time, and lots of people still run it for like obvious reason. But the thing with Conviction is it's just more like, I don't know, versatile, I guess I would pull it. Because with, ooh, let's try. Because with Conviction, basically, you have to heal someone, as to someone else, and then once you've recovered 20% while you're on the ground, you get to just pop it, do some whatever you want for 30 seconds, I believe. A lot of the time I like to go for like a gate, or for, let's say, an unhook, or a beamer save. A beamer saves are really fun to get when you've got like 2 people on the ground. And from there, you can hopefully just make a difference in your match, and you know, just like go from there. Like, again, you are going to go down after it, and it can work nicely with other stuff as well, you know, like plot twists, let's say. But I just like running it on its own at the moment, and just like making the difference, and hoping like, you know, the team like do something, if that makes sense. You know, again, don't get me wrong, Unbreakable is great as well if you'd rather use that, because it's just a good old Unbreakable, you know, it's been in the game for ages. That's fine, but either of the perks I think are very good, and Conviction was a nice like difference. Ooh. This person did get a good hit on us. We can just run this way, take this one down. Lastly though, because we are getting to endgame here, my last one though, which is newer, will be Flashbang. So, right, why Flashbang is on this list? Because again, this kind of falls under like Life and Hope, where I don't use it as much. But the thing with Flashbang is, it was just very different, especially for the time it came out. Maybe I'm a bit nostalgic when it comes to Flashbang, because it came out back when the first Resident Evil chapter came out. It's a Leon perk, and I got back like properly into the game around then. But Flashbang, as someone who likes using beamers, Flashbang is just another form of that. It's another form of just like entertainment for me. You know, you don't need to like bring an item. I can just crank a gen. I can get it every time. Does this person know I'm here? Oh wow, this person actually knows I'm here. Oh no, I'm being double teamed again. Oh, hopefully we can get out of here. But yes, the thing with Flashbang is, like, it's basically takes something which you already know, in this case beamers for me, but it's different. It's a new way of doing that, and I like that. It lets you play different, it lets you do different builds around it, and it is just overall a really fun perk, I would argue. Because you can just do a gen, you can get it every time basically, you can get multiple, you can give them to your friends. It's so like versatile, and it's just a nice like other layer of like a way to play DBD, you know. Like, I also liked stuff like Blastmine and all that when that came out. That was like different stuff, but Flashbang is like, you're giving me a new item. I like this, it has synergy with the other stuff I already like to do, so that's why it easily has to be like one of my favorite perks in DBD. But we are getting to this. Ooh, no, we might be dead here. This is gonna be a lot of close. Oh no, we're being tag teamed again. Hang on, can we get out? They reload. I don't think there's a gate. There's not a gate here though. Oh shit. We need that hatches or something, but there's no hatches. The gate's there. They waited. Ah, good play to them. But yes, guys, that all around is like probably top 5 of my most favorite perks in DBD in no particular order. And again, my opinion can always change. That was a really rough game with them. But yeah, I feel like I've yapped on like long enough. But please tell me your favorite perks down below. Do you disagree with any of my opinion? Maybe I've mentioned perks here you don't like. But yeah, that is gonna be it from me. Just nice and quick, and I will catch all you guys in the next one. Maybe I'll do a killer one of this. I feel like if I've done a survivor one, I have to do a killer one at some point. You know, just again, never like nice and quick opinion. But any feedback again on how I have like, you know, done this style of video? Do you like the style? Let me know down below, and I will catch you all later. So take care, guys, and bye bye.